And good morning. I almost lost the starting time this morning. I've been waiting for 555. And I just made a change in the text of what I'm talking about today. And then I looked at the clock and oh my goodness, it's already 5:55. It went quicker than I thought. Anyway, the community of courage, the ninth wave community of courage. That's today's title. And my blurb goes like this. Around the world, men and women are finally standing up to a long and persistent string of abuses. I think of the Declaration of Independence, quote, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it. When a long train of abuses and usurpations pursuing invariably the same object evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. All experience hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer, while evils are sufferable, than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. Today, I honor the modern community of courage around the world as we, the people, let our voices be heard as to how a new world order shall be. This is the awakening. As I continue to keep my eyes on Wall Street and in England, and as I reminisce about Egypt and the Middle East and Southern Europe and all of the places around the world where people are finally standing up, I can't help but feel joy in my heart that there are people in our community that are willing to go beyond what we are accustomed to and look at the domination system that has grown up around us and in our midst. And we're saying to the financiers of war, the financiers of injustice, the financiers of poverty, the financiers of an unequal and unlevel playing field, we're saying no more. It takes tremendous courage, I know, to stand up and tell the truth. It is a revolutionary act when we live in a culture of fraud and deceit, a culture of make-believe and pretend, a culture where everything is turned inside out and upside down. Everything is backwards from the way it's supposed to be. And I think, yes, of Michael Ellner's quote, just look at us. I don't remember how to say it all the way through. But doctors destroy health and lawyers pervert justice, etc., etc. It goes on and on. It's a beautiful quote. But today, at this time in the ninth wave, this is the sixth night of the ninth wave, and today, people are taking a stand. Today, Elenin is coming into an alignment. It won't happen until this is what, the 24th? 25th. So tomorrow and the next day, Elenin is in alignment. Who knows what that's going to bring? But what is happening is the cosmic energy is being downpoured into the consciousness of mankind. And people are waking up. I wish it was a bigger awakening. I really do. I wish some of the people that are willing to suffer the abuses and remain in the status quo as long as possible, I wish some of them would be shaken out of their lethargy, and apathy. And I'm sure it's going to happen. What's it going to take? I don't have the answer to that one. I wish I did. If I did, I'd tell you. But in my heart, as I meditate, I know something's happening. I can feel it. I can feel it in my soul. I can feel it in my heart that we are finally beginning to get it. And yes, the community of courage has to be courageous. Why? Because so many of our friends, so much of our family, so much of our larger community from which we come is still afraid, is still shackled by the fears of taking a stand and actually taking action and becoming proactive, not just reactive, but proactive and standing for what we want and telling the people that have carried on this old guard, this old corpotocracy. I don't even know if that's the right word. It's a fascist government where corporations are in bed with the government and rule the world, where the banks control everything. Some people say, okay, I'll keep my 501c3. That's more important than actually taking action, than actually standing up for what I believe in. It's more important to keep my tax-exempt status, because some people can't see that the IRS is going to be changing. The rules are in the process of elimination. The rules that are against us are in the process of being dissolved. And these structures are being disbanded all around the world, as courageous men and women, not the majority, but a very vocal minority, stand in the streets and take action and let our voices be heard. We stand in the rain. We stand in the heat. We stand against the abuses of policemen and women who are given orders that they don't understand. They don't understand that they're breaking their oaths of office in arresting and harassing people that are finally letting the voices be heard and exercising the natural inherent freedoms that are given to us in creation by Creator as our natural right, as part of natural law. These policemen that do these arrests and force people to the ground and put handcuffs on them that strangle the blood, that they're not even handcuffs, they're plastic straps that cut off the circulation. And they drag people around like they're pieces of wood or a branch off of a tree. But no, they're human beings. They're our brothers and sisters that are having courage to stand and say to the leaders in Wall Street, the bankers that have created the problems, not just in the United States, but around the world, these people that play with make money a commodity and trade in paper and steal value with paper. There needs to be a revolution, and it's happening. And those that have been in the ivory towers, how do they label those of us like me who create documents like the Declaration of Independence? No, that's not the one that I created, but I do create lots of affidavits and stuff like that, standing in my power and in my rights. What do they call us? They call us paper terrorists. Why? Because we're tired of the abuses. And we stand in that community of courage and say no more. No more. How much can I tell you that are braving the rain and the weather in New York and are going to Washington on the 6th of October? And I'm probably going to be passing through that area on the 6th of October myself. Of course, I have a destination and a limited time span. I don't know. I'm not going to be able to camp out. Certainly not. But I'm going to be passing through that area around that time. I'm still not sure, but I'm still planning my trip to my class reunion. I still haven't ironed out all the details, and I've asked that couple from North Carolina to please contact me again so that I can make more plans. I'm not going to probably be staying in New York State. I'm probably going to stay in a motel while I'm in New Jersey. I haven't made that final arrangement yet. I don't think my own family is willing to put me up. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but it's okay. It's all okay. See, I have family just like some of you that are in the community of courage. I have family that doesn't get it, that doesn't understand, that's still trying to maintain the status quo, still trying to bring the old prophecies of gloom and doom and apocalypse and world destruction. They're still looking for that to happen. They don't realize that we, the people, are actually in control through our own consciousness of what happens. There's a lot of people that don't get it, folks, and we need to love them. We need to love the policemen that don't understand, as I started to say earlier. Yeah, they don't get it. They're following orders. They don't get it. They don't know who they are. They don't know who we are. They don't realize that they are part of us, that the rights that they're trampling when they do what they do to us are their rights. They don't realize that. And we, in great courage, need to be compassionate at times like this and to show forth extraordinary grace in the face of the abuses and continue to suffer, knowing that our suffering is coming to an end, knowing that the time is short when these charlatans that have ruled the world on our behalf because we've been too ignorant and too apathetic to stand up in the past. But now we are standing up, and it can't be long that these bonds that have bound us to a system of enslavement are ready to be cut asunder. We are being set free. Can you feel it? Can you feel what I'm feeling? That we are ready to be cut free, to be released into our own responsibility. Nobody's going to do it for us. We're doing it. But as we take a step forward with courage, we find that the whole universe applauds and takes the step with us. And we are empowered from within with a power that until we take the step we weren't sure of, we were in doubt about. But we take the step anyway. And we find that our extraterrestrial brothers and sisters who can't do it for us are by our side. The angelic host is right there with us, ready to make themselves visible when necessary. This is the time of disclosure of everything that has been hidden. This is the time of the great awakening, the shift of the ages. This is the time when the community of courage rises up and freedom, the flame of freedom that burns in our heart, becomes the conflagration that burns away the old system and sets us all free. New leaders, men and women of courage, men and women of vision, men and women of truth, are finally willing to stand in our place and take the reins of government in our hands and bring not anarchy, but order out of the chaos of the system. I leave you with these thoughts, and I applaud you, every one of you that is courageous enough to stand in truth, even when people don't understand and don't get it. Namaste.